absolutely fantastic. I don't know when we're posting this. Probably in a week and a half or so.
That'd be perfect.
Because we have a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of content's been cranking out between. I think tonight we're actually airing Kevin's first egg cutting video.
Yep.
I pulled the clutch. I picked up 15 breeders over there. Pen over there, Kev. Hint, hint. We're doing a whole video about them. We're ultrasounding them tonight. But you turn around behind you, there's a bunch of acrylics over there. We just got our ARS display cases. We did do our first show. When was that, Kev? March, sometime. We talked about doing our second show, which is going to be Tony's show. It's going to be in Nassau County. We're going to talk about that in a second. But long story short, we thought it'd be good to meet Tony, to go over Tony and talk about what he does and what he does for Uncle Tony's Reptiles when he does his shows. Diesel cut it out. And why he's putting the show on, why the show is going to be different, when it's going to be, where it's going to be, and what he intends to do on this. Because we do only have like one local show on Long Island, the Brentwood show, which is fantastic. I think it'd be great to have another show. We have the White Plains, which is relatively close, but it's still a 3-hour hike, okay? So for people in New York City or right over the bridge in Jersey or a little bit of PA or Nassau County and Suffolk, I think it would be phenomenal to have a second show. So, first of all, let's take the date. So people stop watching the video, they know the date. It's going to be June 24th,
June
right?
24th, that's right, Saturday.
So June 24th, I assume like 9 o'clock in the morning, right?
We are opening our doors at 9:30.
9:30.
Yep, so you get to sleep in a little bit more.
And then I'll be there. Me and Kevin will be there at 6 o'clock in the morning like last time.
Perfect.
All right, so where is it going to be?
So it's going to be at the Global Sports Center in Garden City. It's a really accessible location. We have lots of parking. For all the vendors, we have a very easy way to load up with a giant garage door. It's going to be a really good time. You can buy your tickets online right now, and tables are still available.
So I'm going to put in the I guess comment section, whatever the hell it is. I'll put all his links to everything, links to the show, everything else like that. You still have vendor tables available, right?
We do. We have about 25 tables left. We're going to try and keep it a smaller number, about 125 tables in total, because we don't want the place to be packed. We want it to be very comfortable for everybody so we can all have a good time and really enjoy ourselves.
Yeah, I'm with it. So, why?
Why?
Why are you putting the show on?
Yeah, that's a great
Well,
question.
let's meet you first. So what do you do?
So my name is Tony. I am the owner of Uncle Tony's Reptile Shack, and I studied wildlife science when I was in college. When I was in college, I got to do some really cool stuff. I worked at the Rosamond Gifford Zoo for a little bit. I got to do a fantastic internship in Texas doing nuisance alligator calls, made some really good friends there, learned how to work with some venomous, not a lapids. I'm not there yet.
Okay.
Well,
You just came from a show, right?
Yeah, I just came from a show. I do educational shows and birthday parties.
Oh, nice.
We work with the DOE and stuff like that. And yeah, I just came back from the show. We got a few more to do later. We present different animals to the kids, teach them about it, and give everybody a chance to handle it. It's a really hands-on show.
You breed animals
I
too?
do breed animals too. That's
What do
how
you
I started. Today I had my first hognose clutch.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Nice.
I got a couple of ball pythons that I breed, mostly blue-eyed Lucy's, nothing crazy. You know, I just dabble with them. They're fun for me. I'm not like you. You're another level, man.
I don't know what
you got some impressive stuff here. I don't even know what I'm looking at sometimes.
I don't know how we got to this point, to be honest with you.
Well, I'm glad you did, because this is incredible. I can't wait to see your stuff on my show.
All right, so you breed some animals.
Yep.
You keep pretty much everything.
Yep.
You went to school for this.
Yes, I did.
You do the educational shows in Long Island, which I'll have his content down below, guys, if you guys want to get him to come over there. I know you were at the show in Brentwood when I first met you.
Yeah, that's when I first met you.
So you decided to put the show on. Why?
Well, I felt like there was a hole in the community. White Plains was shut down for, was it 3 years, 4 years?
It was just COVID. The first one was 2 weekends ago. So 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, so everybody, you know, all the breeders near the city, anybody in Nassau County, I'd even say Jersey, we're missing something. Sure, there was Brentwood, and Brentwood's a great show like you were saying, but it is a little bit of a hike for everybody. This is a really local, accessible show, and the best part is you can get there through public transportation if you live in New York City.
Okay.
So I really want to fill that hole for everybody and really give everybody a great local show.
So how many times a year do you want to do it?
That's up for discussion.
Okay.
But I think I want to make it like only 3 to 4 times a year. Anything more, I think might be a little too much. I want to make it a really special event every time it happens. I want everyone to look forward to it and be excited about it. Not every single month, you know?
So now, obviously, a lot of ball python guys, a lot of gecko guys, stuff like that. We are in New York, so we can't have any of the venomous or the crazy stuff. Do you plan on expanding it past reptiles? Do you plan on just having it just only reptiles? How big do you want to make this show? I know you mentioned 130 vendors to start off with this show. Now you said you have about 60, 70 already signed up. So guys, they're going to go pretty quick. Everyone waits the last minute. So if you're waiting to get into this, get into it now. Because if you wait too long, you're fucked. So how big do you want to make it? Do you want to keep it 130, or do you want to eventually make it massive? Maybe change, go to Nassau County, Nassau Coliseum. That's something you want to do. What is your plan of making it? How big do you want to go?
So we really have to keep things comfortable, and I think we're gonna have to do a couple shows to see, how many vendors we can comfortably fit. Because some of these shows, I'm sure you've been to a few of them, they get crowded and disgusting. So we really want to make sure there's enough space so everyone enjoys their time. The hobbyists aren't like, oh, it's overflowed with families and stuff like that. Everyone has a good time, and we have a good mix of vendors as well. We're going to stick to mostly reptile-based vendors, but our tarantula people, isopod people, you're all welcome. Come on over.
Awesome. So more or less, quality over quantity.
Yeah.
You want, okay. Now I know you had mentioned too, you want to do stuff slightly different. What's going to be different about this show opposed to other shows?
Yeah, so we want to make more of an expo experience. I mean, I'm sure you've seen like videos of Comic-Con and stuff like that, and you walk in there, and it's like a real experience when you go through the door.
Like
you're not just paying $10 to walk around a market, So you're gonna come in. We want to have music playing. We want to have some nice decorations going on. And the thing we're most excited about is a corner for the kids, because I think it's really important to inspire this next generation of kids.
Yeah.
Listen, they're our customers at the end of the day. We're
not
breeders.
wrong.
Those kids are going to turn 15, 16 and want their own reptiles, and that's who we're selling.
That's how we
to.
got started.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Somebody, I always tell the story. My first ever reptile, I was probably 6 years old. I was in the back of a quad, my brother, driving through the trails. I remember seeing it, and he went over it. He didn't run over, but he went underneath, obviously, the tread of the quad in between the two tires. I remember seeing it. I think that was a weird-looking rock, and he locked up the brakes, got out, and he handed me a small female eastern box turtle, about this big, brown eyes, probably 3 or 4 years old.
Fell in love.
And ever since then, I'm a big turtle guy. I have no turtles at the moment. I do want to get a Galapagos tortoise eventually. Mike's got one in California. I want to go visit Shaq, but that's like my dream reptile. Big. I love my snakes. Big turtle guy. That's how I fell in love with it. So to your point, we have to get that eastern box turtle in the next generation of 5, 6-year-olds so they can spin into the shit we do now.
Yep.
So
and
what are you going to have in that corner?
What better way to do that than with a hands-on experience?
What are you going to have?
So in our corner, we're going to have the opportunity, my business, Uncle Tony's Reptile Shack, is going to be hosting that corner, and we're going to have the opportunity for kids to come in, hold different animals, take pictures with them and stuff like that. He's laying on his feet. I know, he already fell asleep. We're bored him.
He's usually
Sorry,
on my
Chef.
feet.
Yeah.
But this is great. He's over there bothering me.
All right. So you're gonna have. So essentially, you're gonna take over the corner with your company.
Yep.
And what are we gonna have there?
You're gonna be able to hold different animals, take pictures with it. We're gonna have a nice boa for you to hold. We're gonna have a couple of lizards like our tegu and our bearded dragon. Just stuff for the kids that's easy for them to handle and really have a good time. And we're also gonna have our 125-pound sulcata tortoise walking around in a little pen for everybody to feed it some lettuce.
I know. Myself, guys, I haven't talked about this, but my sulcata I gave to a game farm. We're gonna do a whole. Kev, you're gonna come with me. We're gonna do a whole video going to visit her. She's doing phenomenal. She's living in. What do you call a group of sulcatas? Called a herd.
Oh, yeah, that's
a herd of
right.
like
That
5 of
sounds
them.
good. A herd.
So she's doing very well, guys. So I'm actually really happy. I want to see your sulcata.
Yeah, we're super excited.
She's 120 pounds.
She's 120
Just a
pounds.
female is 120 pounds.
I was able to get her up on my own, but barely, man.
It's
Like,
a
no
female.
chance.
It's 100.
No, it's a male. It's a male.
I'm saying, I was like,
It's a
I'm
male.
like the biggest female in the
No,
world.
and he has like a really prominent, what is it called?
wouldn't
They
call it
use for fencing.
I wouldn't call it a spur, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. He has a really
I
prominent,
want to see
super
that.
cool.
Where do you keep that thing?
My buddy in Brooklyn has it. It's not
Yeah.
mine. I don't want the responsibility of a 125-pound sulcata.
Jesus.
But my partner who's doing this project with me, Louis from Terrestrial Reptiles,
Okay.
I think you met him at the expo.
Yeah, you guys are together. Yep.
Yeah, he's going to be handling that part of it.
All right, fantastic. I'm going to be vending the show, guys, as I told you. I'm looking forward to it. So you had mentioned, too, you're having music and some interactive stuff.
Yep.
You mentioned Comic-Con. I know I never gone to Comic-Con. I'd love to go to it, but I know Comic-Con, they have people walking around. You had mentioned that with Uncle Tony's Reptiles in the corner there with the interactive stuff. You also mentioned, like, music. Is there going to be, like, how do you say it? So, do you like games, music, interactive stuff like that?
Definitely. So we're not going to have people dressed up like reptiles walking around.
That'd be
But-
kind of weird.
It would
It'd be like a furry.
We'll get Paul
Yeah.
to do that.
We're going to try and
Oh,
avoid
it looks
that.
like a reptile.
But we're going to have a couple of fun little games for the kids and stuff like
Awesome.
that. You know, we're going to really just try to decorate the place, make it a solid experience so you don't feel like you're just walking through a marketplace. You feel like you're getting a
It's not
real
a swap meet.
experience.
It's going to be like
Exactly.
going to an actual event.
Yes,
That
but
sounds
the
awesome.
thing that we're really trying to keep in mind is we don't get too family oriented.
Okay.
We want to make sure this is still an event where all my hardcore breeders like yourself and these real hobbyists are still excited for it every single year.
But it's still going to be a good event for, like, if you want to bring your kids
Yup.
to meet this or get them involved with everything
Yup.
like that. All right, awesome. So I know we touched on it before. You said you wanted to do maybe 3 or 4 per year. Obviously, the first one will be June 24th. Again, guys, all this information, I'm going to blast it out. But long story short, when else do you want to do these shows? I know you probably don't have the exact date or exact time frame, but ballpark. You plan to do it every 3 months, 2 months, only summertime, only wintertime? What do you plan on doing?
Yeah, so it's looking like we're going to do it about 3 to 4 times a year. I'm thinking the next one is going to be sometime September or October. That is not certain. There's a lot of factors that go into this.
Ball python hatching season.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
Exactly. Right now we have colubrid hatching season
Yep,
when
yep.
my show is, and then we got ball python hatching
That
season.
sounds
so
fantastic
it's
to
gonna
me.
be pretty nice. Yeah.
Now, again, I mentioned it before, but I'm gonna press you on this. You had mentioned that you have 130 occupancy we want to get up to.
130 tables in total.
So if you fill that up, which I'm sure you will, you're almost there now. How big do you want to make it? Now, do you always want to keep it relatively small? Like I said, because you do have Nassau Coliseum not far away. Do you want to turn this into like a Tinley or like an Anaheim show or a Pomona show? These big giant expos where people travel from all over the country. Do you want to get to that point where maybe you're hosting it at Nassau Coliseum and it is the next Tinley?
So we have the audience here is what I'm realizing.
Hell yeah, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Between Long Island, between the city, Jersey, even upstate it's accessible for. We have the audience to turn it into a show that size. But it's very important to me that we grow this slowly.
Okay.
So it's quality over quantity, like you said before.
Slow and steady, we'll see how it goes.
I don't want to just fill the place with
I hear you.
170 event. I could fit up to 170 tables in there.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure there's a really good experience. Everyone has a great time, and this is the show that all the breeders are like, wow, I can't wait for Nassau. You know?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm obviously going to try to stagger it kind of different time frames when Brentwood's going, correct?
Definitely.
So
we're
we should
in
have a
contact
steady
with them.
Okay.
We discussed that. We don't want to step on anybody's toes.
Or battling
vice
shows.
versa. I know,
Yours is
right?
the 23rd, mine's the 22nd.
No, we're all in contact and we're working together
Alright,
to make
cool.
sure this
That's
all
good.
goes smoothly.
Fantastic. So I'm actually very happy to have this because, like I said, Kevin and I did our first show, Brentwood. I loved it. It was fantastic. It's nice to have a local show. It's even better now to have a secondary local show. You know what I mean? I'm really looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Actually have nice setups now. I'm going to get a nice banner. So I won't just have a table or a t-shirt hung up like that. So hopefully we'll actually be more prepared. We have a lot of stuff. I'm going to be going, guys. I have a lot of clown stuff, a lot of pied stuff. By then, 2 of our stranger clown clutches should be hatching out. I have some breeders going, so I'm going to have a lot of nice stuff there. I know Saul's Ball is going to be there. Saul's going to be there. Dave's going to be there from Edge Exotics. A lot of people are going to be there. So definitely stop by. Definitely check it out. Tell me your handle. I'm going to put it down below in the comment section, guys. But what are your handles? Your website?
You can check me out online, just UncleTony'sReptileShack.com, or my Instagram is the same thing. And then our Nassau is just exactly what it sounds like, NassauReptileExpo.com.
Okay, so I'll link all the Instagrams, guys, all the other stuff. If you want to vend, get in now, because he's already got 62 tables sold.
No, we have 102 tables sold.
Oh shit, 62
We have
vendors. 62 vendors, 102. So we only had 28 tables to go, guys. So I'm only doing one table. I have one table, right?
You have one
I have one table. And there's some guys that have 2.
You want another?
No, I'm good. I just remember. Listen, guys, he might only have spots for like 10 or 12 vendors. So if you want to get in there now. Otherwise, you're missing out. This could be the start. I think it's going to be the start. Real nice, Kev. You got to put your stuff on silent mode.
That might be somebody laying eggs.
Oh, shit.
That's the wife.
That's,
All right.
that's next video.
Go ahead.
So, I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, I'm looking forward to the show. I think this is going to turn into something really nice. I look forward to kind of being... Are you answering a FaceTime? We're filming. So I look forward to this growing. Hopefully this grows to a nice big show. I look forward to it being in the very beginning. The upstage is the very first show. So I hope this grows. I'm looking forward to it, guys. Make sure you guys come. No excuse now, because a lot of people said that they don't go to the Long Island show because it's in Brentwood, which is essentially, for you, an hour east. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is not in the middle of Long Island. We're going to battle the traffic to New York City. It's right
20
outside.
minutes from the city, actually.
Right outside the skirts of New York
Those are
City.
Queens.
Public
Those
transportation
Queens
comes
people.
in. You have no excuses, guys. Definitely let's get this show going. Let's show Tony some love. Go give him a follow. If you want to get in the last minute expo, get in there now because you're going to run out of tables. Definitely check out the comment section down below for all his information, guys. I can't wait to see you guys there. We should have some fucking
I
bangers.
can't wait to see your setup, man.
It's going to be good.
He's got some
Awesome.
cool stuff, guys. Make sure you come see it in person.
Yeah, please do. But other than that, Tony, I love it. I can't wait, brother. And as always, tell him, Kev. Face the camera. Be safe. Watch your 6. He's old, guys. We talked about it. I'll do it. Give me this. Go ahead. Tell him, Kev. Tell him. Be safe. Watch your 6. There we go. Later, guys.